In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I answer question 36 in real time while I listen to the audio. If you've already attempted this sample test, compare your strategy for answering this question with mine. If you arrive at the correct answer, it doesn't matter if your strategy was different as long as it works for you. But if you didn't choose the correct answer, there might be some tips you can pick up from this video. There are about 15 seconds out of the 90 seconds before each Part C audio plays that you can spend reading each question. So in this time, I read the question and reduce it to the main point, which is Dr. Everall's opinion about gene silencing. Then I look at the three answer options and try to reduce these to the main points of difference too. I notice that B is different to A and C. B is about being similar to other techniques, whereas A is about caution over its uses and C about wrong assumptions. So B is positive and the other two are negative, which is helpful when listening out for the language the speaker uses in this section. Is it also positive or negative?
The drug's an example of what's called gene silencing. This is a unique mechanism that aims to disrupt the delivery of messages sent out by a gene that can cause illness, in the case of cholesterol, of the protein PCSK9. It doesn't touch the gene itself, an idea about which people do get nervous, and it bears no relation to things like gene editing, which also gets a bad press. The first such medication was a drug called Partizan that was licensed in 2019 to treat amyloidosis, and work is continuing on similar drugs that could treat things like Huntington's disease and preeclampsia. So in rolling out these injections to control cholesterol, we could be looking at the future of how all disease will be treated.
While the recording played, I was listening carefully to all the information presented and trying to filter it for evidence about which answer was correct, but why also the other answers were wrong. I chose C partly because what I heard in the middle of the audio, which stated a couple of things people believe to be true about gene silencing that in fact aren't, or are about gene editing, which is something different. This is a good match for wrong assumptions. But also partly because I was comfortable that I heard evidence to prove A and B wrong. A because the speaker uses positive language to describe its potential uses for the future at the end of the audio, and B because the start of the audio describes gene silencing as a unique mechanism, so it can't be similar. I chose C. Did you? And if you didn't, can you now understand why your choice was wrong?